Hello, my name is Joseph Carlson, and this is episode 5 of the Tabletop Experiment. We are barreling closer and closer to the end of the campaign with the Blood Hunters. Yeah, that's it. If you enjoy what you are listening, please subscribe on podcast services. If you are watching this on YouTube, that is also great. You can write to us and the crew at gwgpodfellows@gmail.com. Go to those places, like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Appreciate anybody who's watching this. We're a young upstart, so this may be a little bit rough. You could probably tell by the overlay. I kind of threw stuff together. But we onward and upward, we're getting better and better. But again, this is probably close to the, I don't know, we got 2 or 3 sessions left, so we're very close to the end. So this is episode 5. We kind of do a recap with the group. You'll see that very soon. But, I hope everybody enjoys this. Yeah, that's all. We're back. Finally, after technical problems, we are back. Oh, I thought Jesse was going to say something. So, to recap, the Blood Hunters were at Velakeep. They had decided to go out to Fort Garment to see what the Shadow Sisters were doing, because they thought with Mullen, this human old blood hunter, he knew a little bit about the Shadowfell. He thought maybe the stones had a connection. There was some kind of ceremony. Jorgen said we should go find out if that's true, because we found stones there when we were there, and we have pieces of those stones. If that's part of some kind of ceremony, we should go back there if we think the sisters are there to investigate what happens, because there was reports in the area that people had seen the sisters there. So that is what's setting up so far. And I think right where we left off, if I remember right, according to my notes, you guys had purchased stuff, both Jorgen and Eleanor. If you guys want to purchase anything else, you can. But I don't know if you want to buy something else or get ready to go on the road. You can check your equipment if you have to see. Oh. Oh no, he disappeared into the sky. He disappeared into space. I thought you guys... Oh, he's back. Oh. All right, Spaceman, you're back.
Sorry, that last piece of chicken was not going down well.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think we gathered everything we needed. As far as I got a bunch of health potions, I got some fire. I got some bombs, right?
Mm-hmm. You always bring bombs. That's what your character does. Yes.
That's the important things. I mean, yeah.
Didn't I get some fire?
You were looking up alchemist fire. Do you want some alchemist fire?
Yes, I thought I got the alchemist. Oh no, I do have alchemist fire. Yeah.
Okay,
so refilled my keg.
Right. Is there anything else?
Hold your keg. Got some potions.
Oh, there's the bombs.
So as you guys are, getting your alchemist fire, you're like prepping your rations. You're going to your horses. You're prepping your horses. One of the Brother Kane comes down, the cleric, and he says, somebody that is at the gate, he wants to talk to you, both of you, because you guys are like at the stables getting your stuff ready.
All right. They come talk to us?
Yeah. He said, do you want to go see them, or do you want us to have them come in?
Are we finished doing what we're doing, or are we still doing what we were doing?
Yeah, I mean, that I know of, you're still going to Fort Garment. You're still...
No. I mean, like, we were setting up everything, right?
Right,
so,
yeah,
like, we're getting our horses.
While this message comes to you.
Let's go see what they want.
Yep.
All right.
Head on over.
You guys go out, and you see a half-elf fellow. Both of you guys make an insight check to see.
Nice.
And I'll keep the chat up here, the game log up, so I can see what you guys are rolling. 9.
10.
Somebody. So you were gonna got a 9.
We're starting off the good rolls today.
I got a 10.
Yeah, you guys Yeah, you did pretty well. You guys both see this person. Brother Kane is talking to him, and he just like turns around and he says, "This is Nix. He knows about Fort Garment. He mentioned the battle that you guys saw before."
He what? The dragon.
No, very early on when you went to Fort Garment originally, there was a big battle that took place, and there was a lot of dead soldiers. One of them was named Tam, and he was on his deathbed.
Yeah.
And you were going to give him a potion, and I said, above board, don't give him your potion. That's kind of a waste. He's on his way out. Like, don't waste the potion on him.
I remember that guy. Yep.
But yeah, Kane just bows, and he said, "This is Nix." And Tim, what does your character look like? Because I just am looking at a portrait of your character.
Oh God, I don't know. I feel like
You're a half elf.
Yeah.
Are you the stereotypical ranger that has dirt and mud on him and like a bow and all that, and or are you?
Yeah. So a couple short swords, a bow. I've been traveling like quickly to try and get back. So 30, I would say he's like 6'5", so he's tall.
Holy crap.
Yeah, so 6'5", tall and lean, dark long hair. I feel like he'd be like Legolas-ish, but like a little darker complexion, darker hair.
Sunburned. Right, on the road, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll say for you have been looking around, like, you have been tracking, I'm not going to make you roll, but like to lead you up to this, you have been tracking what's been happening at Fort Garment. Obviously, with your backstory, I'd let you tell people what that is if you want, but you're very interested in what happened. And you heard from talking to different people on the road that these two blood hunters, and you know of the blood hunters, declare an order, they kill monsters and stuff like that. You know very general knowledge of them, but these two blood hunters in front of you were there based on accounts you've heard on the road and stuff. So again, I'm not going to make you roll. You've done all this before. This is kind of just catching you up.
Okay.
So you can introduce yourselves and stuff like that.
Be like, "Hello, Nix. Welcome to the party." So my guy, I guess I could go through. He's just a very generic dude. Has brown hair.
I keep thinking,
human.
I keep thinking that you're half elf, but you're a human.
He's a normal ass human.
Normal human.
It's 5'11", 225. He's carrying 2 rapiers. He has like Goku hair a little bit. That's his mutation when he was doing that, but it's just regular brown. It's not like it's just like a really bad hair day, but all the time. And yeah, that's and I think I know, and I have really nice leather armor on. Like it's looking.
I think you and you are gonna have very nice leather armor. I think you.
Yeah, we both. That's right. So we both have really nice leather armor. I have this good-looking cloak about me, and you can kind of see I have sort of like a Batman belt, basically filled with bombs. And there's on the front one mug. You can read on that mug. It says Dolvar's Tears, and it's a very fancy-looking mug. You don't know probably who Dolvar is, but that's what it says.
Nice. What do you look like?
I am a half elf. I'm male, green eyes, 6'3",
wow.
grayish brown hair, kind of hairy. My 30s, about 250. I'm hairy though.
I like that the two half
He's a hairy man.
Huge, and the human is the one who's like, "Hey guys, short kings, am I right?" Like,
yes.
Does it? Really
I also turn into a big ass werewolf. So
yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Let's slap him on the back. It's like he goes in first usually. I'm a come in when it's safe kind of guy.
Yeah. I mean, Nix, do you want to ask them any questions? These are the men. Like I said, you've been talking to people on the road. You've been doing a lot of tracking and stuff. These are the people that were described to you, but like different bards and people around town. Like they've all kind of described these same 2 men they've seen.
Gotcha. Yeah, so I think the questions I would have would be like what kind of experience they've had or what they're looking for with these, or do they know about these obelisks or whatever they are that are popping up, killing?
Yeah, you can ask him totally.
I imagine you do. So, as far as that goes, I think we can kind of go through sort of a summary of what's taken place. Basically, we went to a disturbance. You know, we get are you a blood hunter? Is Nix? Are you a blood hunter? No.
Yeah, you.
Okay.
Ranger.
Yeah, you'd ask him
Just
if he's in
Ranger.
the order or something. You know.
We're in the order. Okay. I mean, I might know it just by his appearance, but so in the order we get basically contracts, right? And that's how we do our thing. That's what we get assigned out. So we both had a contract for this castle. I think that went silent. I'm trying to remember all the town, and it just kind of went quiet, and it ended up being this. I mean, everybody got wiped out, right? And it was sort of this fog, this mist, and it was a very corrupting kind of presence, and it was related to one of my people from my past. My past, there was this guy named Kaladin, and he was a necromancer, and I kind of stopped him initially, but now he's back, and he corrupted that. He's sort of, I think, responsible for that. And there's some stuff going on with the I forget what that other world's called. It's kind of like the Upside Down.
Shadowfell. It's called
Shadowfell. So it's sort of like the Upside Down in that show. But yeah, so the Shadowfell is kind of leaking into our world, and that's sort of what's causing the corruption. And eventually we saw this dragon, and we know that this dragon kind of... We're tracking this dragon. Yeah, he blew up a mountain. Then we'll get to that part.
I do enjoy how O'Kara said, we saw a dragon, like it's the most passive thing. But
It was a dragon.
it wasn't that passive. It was a very much active part of their
It was, we blew up a mountain and the dragon appeared out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so this dragon's going around. It's converting people into monsters, essentially, these shadow monsters. Then it's all connected to the Shadowfell, and my ex-nemesis, current nemesis, Kaladin, and this sort of arch-dragon type situation. Did I get that kind of right?
I feel like you kind of started somewhere in the middle, spun around a little bit.
That's with every story. That's every story we always start in the middle. I think that's pretty...
Yeah.
Because we went to the town, because we had to go fight the night hags.
Oh, the night hags. They were a hoot.
Remember the kid that we found that was taken?
Uh-huh.
And it ended up his dad was actually dead, but somebody had taken over as him.
Right. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
And we went from there to Fort Undergarments.
Right.
Yeah.
So, just for everybody at home know, which they know because it's like the 5th episode we've done, it is called Fort Garment. Jorgen can never remember the name of the town. He always calls it Fort Undergarment, makes fun of it. But it does serve a purpose, so I just want to lay that
It's a good name.
It's a good name.
Yeah.
I was going to try to come up with something clever. I thought Garment was good. But yeah, that is the beginning of their story, which I'm sure they can share with drinks. But just to...
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
that actually was what started us down the road, because we went from there, then we went to the next little village to check the work boards. Mm-hmm. And that is when we found the village was mostly dead. Mm. And we dealt with the first workshop where we fought those creatures.
Right. There was these underground labs that you found where they experimented.
Yeah, the underground experimental labs. That was where we found the first one. And then from there, we went to Underpants. And then...
This is doing it out of spite. Yep, okay, yep.
I was that time. We went to Fort Garment. We dealt with that. Then we went back to the Order. That helped getting information from the Order. Then we went searching for more of those underground
creatures, and more of they have like labs and they're having experiments, and
Yeah, like they're
Right.
making creatures and doing.
Nick's,
We found another one, destroyed that,
yeah.
and then we found more evidence, and that's where we went to to a mountain, and the mountain was hollow and it had a dragon inside. Right? That's kind of.
We went there because that was one of the places that we thought was another one of the laboratories or whatever.
You were tracking those underground labs trying to find experimentation, and it turned out it was a lab holding a dragon.
Yeah,
So,
That's right.
That they
And then and then we released it and we kind of blew up the mountain. But ultimately, it's all connected to the Shadowfell.
Do you want to put it in the chat? I could write it down.
I'm gonna forget it anyway. I'll look at the word.
We're gonna mess it up again.
Yeah.
It's Fort Underfell. Yeah. Yeah. So, Nick's from your thing, you know of the Claret Order. You know, they kill monsters and things like that. But the people, part of the Order, just tend to show up when they're needed. You haven't really run into, like this keep is for them. You found it. It's only for members of the Order. But, like, all the time they conscript people and people help them out at all times. So, you know, for your thing, I don't know if you want to share anything with them of how you got here, or you know what led you to their doorstep.
I mean, only if they're interested in knowing.
Yeah. Do you guys?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm just like, so that's our story. You know, what's going on with you?
All right. So I think I am part of the Crown's Guard for Trostenwald, and I was sent with a big group to come investigate fort, some disturbances. While we were here, we found this big black rock thing, and then smoke started coming out of it, and it raised the undead.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
So that smoke is what we're talking. Yeah.
Were you at Fort Undergarment or
Yes.
Fort Garment?
I was at Fort Garment investigating some disturbances there with some of the Crown's Guards, so like 25 Crown's Guard.
Which
And
is what you guys saw when you showed up. You saw the dead Crown's Guard, and the last person you saw was Tam, who was on his deathbed.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
so
where we met that Tam guy.
Yeah. So while we were fighting and it was bad, Tam instructed me to leave, to go report out and get help. So I left to go report out everything, and as soon as I could, I slipped away and back to see what's going on.
Gotcha. All right. And so you're here to continue that investigation.
Yeah, but as far as you guys, just so you guys know, I'm back here. I'm not supposed to be back here.
Gotcha.
So I was instructed very clearly not to come back here because all of the Crown's Guard was killed except for me. And I just couldn't, so I left it.
Gotcha.
So
right.
I'm up for some revenge.
All right.
Well, we are in the revenge business.
You could have taken that Oath of Vengeance Paladin, whatever. It'd be like, I'm coming after you. Like they do have some good like revenge stuff in there. Yeah. So yeah, they're just packing up like to leave.
So I am going to insist that you allow me to accompany you while you investigate more.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you have a mount?
I do have a mount. It's a dragon.
Oh my gosh! All right. We have.
How did we go from horses to dragon?
Yeah, he has a horse and I have a donkey.
So I'm a range. Oh, you always have a donkey. How come you always have a donkey?
I thought you had a horse. I thought both of you guys.
I have it.
I have a horse, and I think it's a horse that. What is my horse's name? Is Cream Pie?
That's good.
You're right. I have a horse.
Yeah, there's gonna be the explicit tag on this episode. Just to let everybody know. With the, just
but you don't.
My horse's name is Dildo Baggins.
We got two.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So I ride like a spirit drake.
Couldn't help it. Oh God.
Yeah, that's fun.
It for all intents and purposes it is real when you write it. It just you can summon it like when it dies. What kind of because you can keep it in a Nyx, you can keep it in a locket, in a coin. Like, is there something? I mean, it's what is it? I think it's a bonus action to summon, but like usually keep it in a trinket. The spirit of it in a trinket. Is there anything particular you have on you that Would keep.
I feel like I'm gonna go like the Flash and keep it.
There's a list. Do you want to roll? Do you want to make it random and roll?
Yeah, where's the list? Sure.
Hang on. I'll tell you. Give me roll 1d6. Do a custom roll on D&D Beyond, and then tell me what you get, because there's
2.
Oh, this tells you how you got your bond. You collect draconic lore and things like that. What did you say your token? What did you want your token to be?
A ring.
Okay, so you have a ring. I think there's a trinket thing on there you can write on your character sheet, or you can make a custom item that is just like draconic ring or something like that. But yeah, you summon it when you're, ready to go. I think, like I said, I think it's a bonus action when you summon it. I'm gonna look at that right now. Yeah, so you guys are packing up. Do you guys invite him? I mean, you guys probably invite him in to get. Do you need anything next? Do you guys offer him, like food, or like does he need?
You might want to go see the guy, get some food. They got good food. They got good drink. Get something before we head out. And
I'll pat the keg on the back of Baggins. It's like, we got drinks covered.
Yeah, he carries like a pony keg with him. You can see Elakar has a pony keg on the back of his donkey. So, yeah, apparently he likes to party.
Yeah.
Of course, we like to party.
Makes the nights go by nice.
Yeah. Do you require so they have a storeroom down in the basement that they show you. There's men in there with robes. It looks like a lab, Nix. If you want to buy anything from them, you can approach any of them and ask. Like, a lot of them are nondescript because they're wearing robes because they're doing experiments and stuff. But if you want to get like bombs or alchemist fire before you leave, anything like that, you're more than welcome to purchase it from them.
So I feel like, because I have seen this work, I would want items, potions and stuff.
Oh, you're cutting out a little bit. What?
I said I would like a potion or something.
Would you like just a regular healing potion?
Yes. How much are those?
I want to say 50, but let me see.
Oh, well then no, because I'm broke.
Oh, okay.
I'll go with him down there.
Yeah, you want to get the discount? You want to give him the discount of...
the homie hook up a little bit. Yeah. and I'll tell him, I'll spot you for this. You just pay me back later when we're done with the contract.
It is a normal potion of healing. For you guys, it is 25 gold.
Okay.
How many do you need?
I'll buy him. How many do you need?
The greater healing potion is. Hang on. I want to say 150.
I'll buy him 2 of the greater healings and 4.
I'll say that's
of the 4 of the regular potions.
Okay.
Regular.
Those are just potions of healing.
There's potions of healing, and then
you got him the 2 greater.
Yeah. Do you need more than 2? You want I get you 4.
No, I don't need.
I'll just give him 4. I'll give him 4 of each. There you go. That'll be 4 greater healing and 4 regular.
Right. And then
Mr. Charity.
Well,
so 600 to 700 gold then. Yeah.
You just converted a bunch of platinum to gold, right? So because you guys, I think you guys found a lab's coffer when you guys were raiding one of those.
Yeah, we're okay on money.
Not really a problem right now.
Yeah, we're okay. We're flush on that. Do you want any alchemist fire? Do you need some rations?
I have rations. I'm good with rations.
Okay.
Maybe some alchemist.
Alchemist fire?
Something offensive. Yeah.
And actually, I'm low on those too. Let me buy.
Well, they only had 2 of them when I got mine. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
the
Oregon bottom out.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
we can make.
What about arrows? Are there special kinds of arrows?
Oh yeah.
They have just normal arrows here. They don't carry a lot of magical stuff, but they, like I said, they do make potions and stuff. Do you want another quiver of arrows to?
Yeah, probably one more quiver of arrows.
They just charge
How
you
much is
like
that?
a silver for that. Like that's just regular stuff. They're not gonna overcharge you under it. It's just 1 silver for another group of 20 arrows. Nix, do you want to keep track of your arrows? I like keeping track of my arrows, but you.
So I have 20 pounds in my pack and then 20 pounds or 20 arrows. 20 arrows in my pack and 20 arrows in my equipment. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You should be able, is like in your action bar, to actually, I think, arm them or arm your bow, and then when you click on your arrows, there should be a quantity drop down menu. You can deduct from that when you're done.
Okay.
And then after combat, what I say is, it's more of a house rule, but basically the way I look at it is, I was making people roll, but instead of that, basically after combat, half of the arrows you fire you can get back. Because of, if one goes into a tree or hits a rock or goes through a man and explodes, you can't get those back, but you can get half of them back. So you won't go through them like all the time.
Yeah. So do I have to? I would have to equip the bow, right?
Yeah, you should be able to click a box for the bow, and then it'll say like you can fire with it. And then if you click on it, because I don't see your bow here. Oh, attack, or did you not? It's in your inventory. Oh yeah, arrows has a box. If you click the box with arrows, that means you'll be able to. There we go. Should be able to inventory, and then you should have a longbow. Do that. There we go. And yeah, click on your scale mail as well and your dagger. That way, all that stuff's available. You should see your armor class go up.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, you have to click on those boxes. So now. You have your longbow, and then right below it'll say, oh, maybe it's under ammunition. But anyway, yeah, you should be able to go to your inventory and then click on the arrows, and then it has quantity 20, and then you can add or delete from that. So I like to keep track of it, just to make it somewhat realistic. And there's nothing like killing someone with that last arrow. That's a great feeling. So yes. Anything else?
Nope, I think that's good.
Okay. The only other person that's going to go with you is Mullen, that elderly gentleman.
That's right.
Knew about the Shadowfell. Yeah.
Okay. I remember that. Yeah, he was going to guide us.
Yeah, and as you're on the road, you're only on the road for a couple hours. You leave kind of it's evening. You guys leave in the evening, and as you're kind of making your way, he has a horse too, so you guys are trotting. What does it look like when you summon your Drake next? Does it like pop out of your ring? Is it like smoke? What happened?
So it's like a bolt of lightning comes out of the ring and then like manifests into the dragon.
Are you summoning like a blue dragon with your draconic essence? So it's a lightning dragon basically?
Yep.
Do you have a name for your Drake? Have you named him?
I do not. My Drake, not yet.
Sparky? Is that two on the nose? Is that 2 on the nose? He does lightning damage, guys. Is
that Drake? Can you put stuff on it? Does it have equipment or no?
Yes, but if you put equipment on him and then he dies, then all it will fall to the ground.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Or he puts it back into his ring. Probably falls to the ground.
I would imagine that most rangers would travel light anyway. You don't want like a lot of, you know what I mean? Like you're not going to travel with like a caravan of. I mean, you might, but I mean, most rangers are like, I'm just going to travel lightly and.
We certainly have a lot of stuff we pack around.
Well, yeah, because you go on these like 2-week jaunts into the woods, and then and then you have to have a pony keg every time you go. It's like necessary. So.
Yeah.
Let's not badmouth the pony keg.
Let's not make fun of the alcohol.
Yeah.
So yeah, about an hour into your guys' trek, Mullen has a draft horse like you, Jorgen. He mentions that he goes, it would probably be good if there's a town that we'll get to probably around midnight named Hillock. And in that town, it's a family-run farm. It's not even really a town. It's more of a hamlet. But he goes, they would definitely be able to give us information because they are, for farmers, they are very, very, very plugged in. And they would probably give us a heads up of what's coming up, what they've seen, stuff like that. Like they would know if something weird's going on or something like that. And I usually stop in there if I have to resupply. anyway.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't think I have to resupply, but we could at least stop. All right, so as you guys get to this town of Hillock, I'm going to say right off, this is what you notice. You see, it's still very late at night, if you guys want to see this, but you see here, I'm just going to shine the light. You see undead just milling through the town with no regard for you. It's like they're not attacking, they're not violent, they're just, everybody make an insight check, actually.
Insights.
Oh yeah.
17. Oh, when the family comes back, I'll have to pause for a little bit.
That's okay. I figured we are going to probably take a dinner break or something.
Yeah.
What'd you get, Jürgen?
11.
What'd you get, Nix?
You're muted
Oh.
in Discord.
13. I got a 13.
Okay. Well, it's not really that difficult to roll. What you notice is that everyone seems to be going about their day as if they are not undead. And from their clothes and things, it doesn't look like they're that disheveled, but they are farmers, basically. These are all farming folk. So.
All right.
Look at the guy that brought us here and is like, is this normal?
He's like, no, it's not. Oh, you know what? I should probably make a token for him. That would be good, right? That's one thing I forgot to do. I wonder if they have an elderly human token. I'll just do this. I'll do this grizzled old man thing right here. That I don't know what he's behind you, but yeah, he's like, this is not normal. She's like, why don't we look around a bit, and then we'll meet back here in a little bit. I want to know what's going on. This is not, but you like especially you, Yellow Card, because you are Order of the Ghost Slayer. These undead are not aggressive like you normally used to seeing. They're just passive, like, neutral.
Neutral, chaotic neutral undead. All right.
Yeah, but they're not trying to attack anybody. You know what I mean? They're not trying to. Usually, the undead you've seen, they obviously will go for someone's throat or something like that. Not the case.
Yeah.
Not the case at all.
Not looking for the brains.
Not
all
looking
right.
for the brains.
All right. Don't get trapped. I'm just telling advice to everybody. Like, don't get trapped into a small space with them.
Oh, right.
You need. I should have an escape plan.
Glowing blue person.
Everybody roll initiative. Actually, we'll do this.
Holy shit! That escalated quickly. All right. 10.
Oh, 10.
2.
Holy crap.
God.
Well, it would be you anyway. You walk right up to the glowing blue woman and the guy, the green guy.
Yeah.
So what you notice when you're there is you see a man chained to a desk. So that is a hay bale, but he's chained to it, and it appears that he is drawing something or in the middle of paperwork. And when you look at him, he just raises his head, moans, and then goes back to drawing what he's doing, like he's doing paperwork. And the woman, faintly glowing blue, seems to not notice that you are there. But she seems to be looking at him like she's looking over his shoulder, watching him do paperwork.
I see this going in a certain way.
Like a video game, like should I tab target them or?
Well, should I prepare myself like we normally do?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about, a la carte.
Yep, I know what you're about.
It's time for... It's morphin' time.
It's morphin' time. All right, shit. I'm gonna do my double right of dawn on both blades. So Nix, Yeah, next you'll see us pull out our swords and or for me, and then I'm like cutting myself a little bit, like
With your blade.
with my own blade. And the blood kind of becomes fiery, sort of a bright light from my swords. All right, and then I'm gonna also start singing my song, my blade song. I got that. That's new.
Okay. Oh yeah.
And so
What was your Crimson Right? What element was it for your blades?
it was fire, but I think my Crimson Right does. Let's see. Hold on. Let me go back and read it.
Your Blood Maledict is what I'm thinking of. Which one am I thinking?
Right of the Dawn. Learner's Right of the Dawn. Your Crimson Right feature. While the Right of the Dawn is active, the extra damage dealt by your right is radiant.
Oh shit.
So it's radiant damage, and it sheds a bright light out 20 feet.
Wow. Jorgen, what do you do when you prepare?
Well, I go into my hybrid form and I do my right on my Rosie and Pamela.
So he looks like a hybrid werewolf, like a bipedal werewolf.
So I just took 10 damage to myself.
Awesome.
Ooh, 7 damage.
Okay. Nix, do you see them get ready? This spooks you. I'm not gonna make you roll like saving throw or anything, but like you heard about the order and them being very strange. This kind of confirms that you're like, man, these guys are weird.
Yeah. I'm a little confused at
I mean,
what danger they're suspecting.
Yeah, I'm not going to make Elakar or Nick's roll, but like obviously when you see Jorgen go to this platform, it catches his eye. I'd imagine it catches your guys' eye. You know, you guys have passive insight and stuff. Do you do anything to prepare, Nix, while you're watching them prepare?
So I mean, they both just like pulled weapons out and changed into like this half thing.
Oh, yeah,
one of them.
Yeah, weird.
So I feel like if we're gonna have two people getting in close, I feel like I want to kind of create some space.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you're good with the bow too, right? So
right.
So
I'm gonna back up a little bit and get out of like direct combat and maybe get into a support position with the bow.
Okay. As you guys are getting ready, you notice that that Mullen completely left you guys and then comes running forward when you guys are getting ready. He's like, "What's happening?" And he like runs up to you, and then he looks up at the pedestal, and he's like, he's like, you can talk to them. I'm gonna go look around." And you see him walk away again, and he everybody give me an insight check again.
All right.
Oh shit!
15.
Nat 20.
Ooh. Better have some good insight.
He looked when Mullen walked away, he looked very sad. Like he had given up. Especially Jorgen, you noticed that with a nat 20. Like he just looked like it's almost like he threw his hands up in the air and walked away.
He basically doesn't want to be here.
It's not something that somebody in combat would do, you know?
Is it?
I feel like he's throwing his hands up like, oh, I guess they're just going to kill everybody.
Is it the sadness of that his friends are
turned, or
have turned, or is it more like?
Well, with the nat 20, I mean, Jorgen, you got a nat 20. Yeah, that's what it is. It's like he was distraught when you went into town with all these undead, but now that these two people, he locked eyes with the two people on the pedestal. You know, the guy doing the paperwork and the woman overseeing him. And that's when he got even more despondent. So it isn't
husband and wife, I'm guessing.
Okay. Yeah, he's not, especially with a nat 20. You like just zoom in on his face. You know, it's just something you just have this feeling that he is just, you know, like he said, he went to this town a lot. He resupplied here. He probably knew the people. Right now, the whole town is basically just undead, and these are probably, you know, the head of the town, or you know, running the show, and they're undead and a ghost. So.
Well, I mean, as much as I feel for him, and I understand his aggravation because we've dealt with a lot of death recently.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We still have to deal with it.
Yeah,
It's our
do
job.
you want to try to speak to them or anything? Or are you just going to
But
go?
no, I'm going to talk to him. I'm
Okay,
going
I
to say
thought you were just
hello.
like, well, we got to deal with it, like grab a shovel type thing. And like, we're gonna hit him over the head and throw him in a pit,
No, I'm like, hello?
You see the man, when you say hello, he looks up from his paperwork and goes, and he knocks over papers and one like floats to the ground next to you. And when he looks up, he looks back down and you see that he is literally chained to the desk he's working at. So he is chained to his paperwork. And when that happens, when the paper falls, you see the woman behind him looks up and actually sees you. And actually, I'm gonna roll. Where are you guys standing? Where you're standing, Elakar? Are you behind him? 15 feet or what? 5'10"? Hang on, let me spin the camera.
I'm behind. Yeah, I haven't moved.
Okay.
I just heard it's morphin time. I don't even know if I can see the people.
Yeah, there. It's plain as day. Just what we're seeing here.
Yeah, but we have dark vision. He doesn't.
But my swords are glowy, so I have some light.
I'm not. I mean, it is nighttime, but like you can see. They're not that far away. It's not like the dead of winter where it's like pitch black outside. Like you can see. There's moonlight still. You can see them.
Yeah.
So yeah, like Mullen walks away. He, again, through Jorgen's natural 20, he's just despondent in, what's happened. And so, this manager, Dorvin, it's a Dorvin kind of zombie, notices you, a piece of paper falls at your feet, and the woman looks right at you, Elakar, and is like, have you come for me?
We're just on our way to somewhere else, and we were checking in on you guys for information. But you're all in dead now.
Yeah, she goes over and puts her ethereal hand, like on her husband's shoulder, and he goes back to work. Jorgen, do you want to say? I mean, anybody can speak or whatever right now.
Well, I was going to pick up that piece of paper that fell beside me and look and see what was on it.
These are he is hand drawing, and for a zombie, he's got good artmanship. He's a good artist. These are bounty contract pictures. You see them on bounty boards all the time when you get contracts. And the creature that he is drawing, or that is on this piece of paper that fell in front of you, is this weird, like bipedal creature that has longer legs, and it's got blades. They look like short swords that are stuck in their forearms. And its head has like bug eyes, and it's like balding, like humanoid. And it's almost hairless except for like the balding hair on the top of its head.
Oh. And they're not being aggressive towards us, these people?
No, not at all. The guy's the guy's going along. Well, no, that's the picture that he has drawn, is these creatures. Right. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, I hold up, I was like, why are you guys doing bounty pictures?
Oh, the woman, she says, I mean, it's what we did even in life, and whatever happened to my husband, he, I guess, believes he still needs to do it. So I'm not really sure why he feels he needs to, but he's still doing it. And then she said, well, if you both are members of the Declared Order, you've probably seen his work in many towns. He's very prolific. We do it to make extra money. When he draws these, he gets a few extra silver. So he does a lot of service.
What happened to your husband? Why is he dead now?
Matter of fact, why is everybody undead now?
Is she undead, the person we're talking to?
She's a ghost. Yeah. She's a ghost.
Oh.
So
what happened to this town?
That's why she asked, because she looked you in the eyes and asked you specific, Elakar, are you after me? So.
Oh, no, not specifically.
Yeah, she saw something in you and got really afraid all of a sudden, like you were going to you were specifically coming after her.
Oh no.
She says, well, my husband was distributing his flyers, and it was just a normal day. We were doing work. All the people you see here, and like as you say that, you hear, and like the two guys. I'll do the light. The two guys over here are like, it looks like they're trying to till the fields, but instead of having shovels, they've actually dropped to their knees and they're like digging the ground. Like they're just going about their day, like nothing happened. And she says it was just a normal day, and it was slightly overcast. And then as my husband came back, there was a great crack in the sky with lightning, and we heard a scream, but it wasn't a physical scream. We heard it in our head. And there was a great plume of smoke that came out of the sky. And after that, many of the people dropped, and my husband and I were trying to get people to their homes, somewhere safe. We were trying to go in the cellars, but we didn't make it in time. And the people that fell, they raised back up, and you see what happened. And I don't know. My husband was the last one to try to go in one of the cellars here. And as for me, I don't know why I became a ghost. Everybody else here is cursed. But yeah.
Huh. All right. Can I do an investigation and just kind of see if they're, I don't know what it would be. See if they're
you can
evil or
you can walk up to the zombies and start checking them out. Nova, is there anything you wanted to do? Like, you heard this story, like she said it loud enough for everybody to hear.
Right, and I'm just kind of nodding along, going, weird. All right.
Nix, is there anything you wanted to do?
Oh, Nix.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Nova, I was looking at your portrait name or whatever.
Yeah, I kind of want to know why he's chained to his desk.
She's like that. I don't know. And give me an investigation check, or give me a perception check, Nix.
Six. There's a 1. Oh my god.
Oh, you got a 1?
Yeah.
Hang on, let me. Oh yeah, I just saw the roll. I'm on the game log. You don't know. I will say. I don't know. It's. Yeah, I know you got a 1, but like it's right in front of your face. Do you walk up closer to him to like examine the chains? Do you do the same thing, Jorgen? Or Jorgen?
So I feel like now that we feel like we're completely out of danger, I can not backed up and ready to shoot.
You can walk forward and all that.
Yeah.
Jorgen, what do you do? Oh,
we lost him.
Oh no. Well, while we're waiting for him to log back on, Elakar, do you go up and like examine? Do you guys both go up and examine the chains? Both.
Yeah, I want to kind of examine to make sure what this person's saying is legit, and that these creatures are not a danger. That sort of thing.
Yeah, you. The first thing you notice is, I'll do Nova first. You look at the chains, and when your hand passes through.
Yeah.
What's a ghost chain?
Yeah. And I know you got a 1, but it's literally in front of your face. So
okay.
you notice that your hand passes through it. But you do know that he is a physical being. Like, if you try to touch him, you do touch him. But he's got this ethereal chain to him and his death.
Huh.
Elokar, do you examine him, or do you go look at one of the other farmhands?
Well, I guess I'll go do the farmhands.
So you walk over.
Yeah, just check out a zombie or whatever. Yeah.
Over here or something.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm sorry if like my whole thing just cut out, so I didn't hear anything that happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were just waiting for you to rejoin. You haven't missed much.
Basically.
Oh, okay.
Well, the maiden of the town told the story of,
the dragon.
Oh, you heard all that?
Well, I heard there was a cloud that went through and everybody fell, and then everybody raised back up as undead, and then everything went out.
Yeah, that's it. And then they just made some rolls to examine some stuff.
Yep.
So, do you also want to go examine some stuff?
Yes.
What do you want to? Jorgen's going over here to check on Elikar's going over here to check on the farmhands. Nix was up here checking the spectral chains that were tying the guy to the desk. What do you want to look at?
I'm gonna ask her why she is a ghost.
She said, that is the one great mystery. I don't know. My husband was trying to get in the cellar, trying to save people, and I was behind him, pushing him into the cellar. And I don't, after that that's the last thing I remember. And I came to be like this.
Huh. Okay.
It might be a question for, Elikar knows a little bit about ghosts. He might,
I might know.
yeah, he might know, unless he rolls a 1. Unless you roll really terribly. Yeah, so Elikar, you give me an investigation check while you're checking out this farmhand zombie.
Okay. And do I get advantage because it's an undead thing?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Just trying to remember if that was the... Okay, I'll just... Okay. $18.
Oh, nice.
So this... are you guys all kind of in the same area now? Like looking over these farmhands? I saw you.
Yeah.
Minis. You can roll 2, Jorgen, if you want, since you're over there next to them. And what are you, Nix? Are you just kind of standing back, seeing what they do? Because again, these are undead. You've seen zombies, but they're aggressive.
What am I rolling?
Yeah, so I'm like staring it off. I'm a little bit nervous still, but I'm gonna let these two guys do it.
What am I rolling?
Investigation with advantage.
Oh, yeah. That would be a 23.
Pretty good.
And a 21.
So you guys
Earning good ones.
You guys both see the same thing. Nix, you said you're standing back.
I'm just kind of watching what they do. Yeah, I'm up there with them, but I'm just watching what's
Yeah, because you're like, what's going on? What you see is that these zombies have the same kind of black smoke, oily ichor coming off them as you've seen before with these creatures that have been touched by the Shadowfell. But you notice also that their eyes are glowing red. But they're not aggressive.
I'm talking to Elikar, and I'm like, I wonder if we kill what caused this, will they go back to normal?
Give me, Elikar, give me a Arcana.
Okay.
With
Arcana.
Yeah, did you try the blue dress? I did try the. Do you want me to see the blue dress?
I got a 20. Dirty 20.
Holy crap. You haven't ever heard of that? Zombies either expire or people kill them or they're risen, or you've heard stories of zombies being alive for like 100 years chained in a basement. You know what I mean? You haven't heard of that, but these are unique and you don't know that much about the Shadowfell. I mean, you're learning about it, but you don't know that much. But you've never seen zombies with like this type of like the ichor around them that's floating around,
Yeah.
red eyes. You've never seen that. So this is like, a new entry in your book on ghost slaying.
Yeah.
I'm like, as much as I always say it's our job to take care of this stuff, these people are,
they're peaceful. Yeah.
I'm torn because I wonder if we kill what caused this, if they will go back. Or,
it could be.
Just die because...
I feel like if we're looking for wisps, like if they're all wispy, if we look around this village, we'll find one of those black rocks floating somewhere.
Could be. That's a good idea. So it's but yeah, as far as doing any harm to these guys, I think that's fast. We'll just go on with our investigation.
Instead of you guys moving your minis everywhere, is there anywhere looking at this? Is there anywhere specifically you guys want to look? I mean, I'm gonna put my light somewhere. Is there anywhere you guys want to go to this house? Do you want to go here? Do you want to go here? Maybe the edge of town here.
I'd say let's split up. So let's all pick a direction.
Okay.
I'm gonna go where you just had that light on.
Oh, right here.
Yeah,
Northeast.
I'm gonna go check that out.
Okay.
I'll go southeast then.
So you're there.
Right? Are you section?
On the roof. Where do you want to go,
Like
Nix?
a regular party.
I think I'm gonna go
regular
inside
party.
the main building.
Oh, this one right here?
Yes.
Okay. Instead of splitting it, I mean, I could split it in half or whatever. I'm just gonna go in turn and describe what you guys see, because I kept trying to mess with this and like splitting it. They did a good job making the interiors, but it was like I got stuck on terrain. I tried to move my character through and everything. So we'll just go from north to south. So we'll do Jorgen. When you go in this shed right here, give me an investigation check.
Investigation.
That's straight roll.
20.
Wow. You don't see. I mean, it's just a storeroom. All the meat has gone rotten. You know, it's a cold room, a cold storage room.
Yeah.
But you do see, like in the dirt, you see those pebbles, like those stones you collected from Fort Garment and the things you've seen before. You know, the stone you blew up in the spire. You see these little bits of it left over.
I kind of take like a rag or something and kind of rake them into the rag.
Yeah, I mean, you have gloves as well if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, everything there's nothing coming off them. There's no wisp. There's no oily, because it's almost like they've been separated or they're dead in a way or lost whatever they've lost.
Yeah.
All right. You're next, Elikar. What you go in this? It looks like this is someone's residence.
Okay.
You see dead embers, and when you walk in, actually, roll an investigation check.
I didn't feed him as much because I lose weight. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to look inside. I'm not going to like go in their house. Maybe just kind of
look in the door.
You know, I'm looking in the door, looking for something suspicious, and then going around the property, that sort of thing.
When you open the door, you see an undead dog. He's like half of him is gone, and his eyes are sunken in. But you open the door and he goes, and like he nudges your leg when you open the door. You're like, what the?
Give him a piece of jerky or something, I guess.
You throw it and he sniffs it and he starts eating it, and you see it fall out of the side of him. He ate it up, it falls, and then he walks back, and you see that like you have the door open. You're looking towards the end of the house. You see that the fireplace they have, the embers are like dead. There's like 2 or 3 embers in their fireplace, and he just goes and lays by the fire. There's like an old rug there that he just lays down. Anything else?
Pass by me. Pass by.
It what?
While I'm
he's
out, because I'm like right here in front of this building.
Yeah.
What is that jar that's sitting right in front of me on the ground?
Oh, that is just you examine it. It's somebody's wine that they've buried. So it's like somebody maybe it's like half buried. That zombie you see is like sticking around it, and it's like somebody like buried wine for a special occasion, and it's just kind of like half dug out of the ground.
Oh.
Nix, where did you want to go?
So the main house.
Oh, the main house.
Yeah.
You go in there and give me an investigation check.
14.
This is definitely the 2 people that are outside. This looks like their house. You see a picture of them, a sketch of them, a sketch of them that was like a painting that was on the mantle. There's embers still burning in the fireplace. But with your perception check, you notice that it's very cold in here, even though the fire seems to be giving off some warmth. It is unquestionably cold, like something is turning the heat down.
Like there's ghosts in there?
Could be ghosts. You just have this feeling that there's just an automatic chill to the place. Like you go outside and it's warmer outside than it is in the house. Like you open the door to the outside and you're like, what the heck?
Strange. I feel like I don't know. I kind of want to go inside, see if I figure it out.
Okay. Jorgen, Jorgen and Elikar, you guys are done. Do you want to make your way? I mean, do you want to go to any other buildings, or are you going to make your way back to where the matriarch and patriarch of the town are? Or?
Yeah, maybe this building.
Sorry, you just moved. Oh, you go there. Really quickly, that building is just like it almost is like a makeshift chapel. Like you see like a carving of a weird religious. You can give me a religion check if you want to see if you recognize it.
Religion.
With advantage, I'll give you advantage.
20 and 13.
20 is very good. You recognize a religious symbol. It's the name escapes you, but you know it's like a local like fertility god in this region, you know, of like the springtime fields, good harvest, like and you do notice there's some pews set up, so like it's nobody's in here, but it's very like, you know, hey, it's Sunday, we have service for 8. Elikar, are you doing anything before I get to Nix?
I sort of lost you a little bit
Okay.
when I was investigating the house. So was there anything special about the house? Other than the dog?
No, it just looked like somebody's residence. The temperature was normal. When you walked around the outside, you didn't see any footprints of any zombies or anything. You didn't. And you know, I'll say with your Ghost Slayer intuition, like the hairs on the back of your neck didn't stand up. It seemed like pretty normal.
Gotcha. Okay. If that's all that's over here, I'll return back to where we started. Yeah.
So Nix, are you still in the doorway, like opening the doorway, because you see them walk back towards the center of town, both Jorgen and Elikar, and you have like.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to them because they seem like they're pretty familiar with this kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, you guys see that him walk back to you, and he's got the door open. As he has the door open, you guys notice a chill breeze come from the house when he closes the door. And again, you guys are more outside than you are inside.
That feels odd.
That's gonna be the Shadowfell. Yeah. So
we should go in.
Yep. Let's see if there's a basement to this place.
Okay. As you go in, you see the cellar that the matron was talking about. You know, the matriarch was talking about the town. The cellar is actually in the house, and there's an exterior exit to the house. But as you guys go in the cellar, you guys do have that feeling you've seen before. I take it everybody went down there?
Yes.
For sure going, yeah.
So yeah, you guys are all down there. What you notice is it gets very cold down there, and you see like a little remnant, like with your passive insights and passive investigation, you see a remnant of this mist, but you also see that it appears that there's a big, not big, there's like a crack in the floor and like a dugout, and it looks like something is missing, but there is like this mist kind of rolling over the ground.
Okay. All right. Can I do anything about the mist? Not really.
Everybody give me an investigation check.
17.
Good. Wow.
13.
Oh, is it straight?
I still have the.
It was a straight roll. I saw.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys kind of put your heads together and notice that it does look like something was moved, like this big crack in the ground, but there's no, like the wall hasn't been removed. Like there's no marks. There's marks kind of like going out of the wall of the building, but not up the stairs of the cellar. So something was moved, but you don't know how like they could. It looks like it went through the wall or something like Misty stepped through the wall. Like there's no way. Like I said, nothing went up the cellar stairs.
Is if I look down into the crack, is it like a fissure that leads to a tunnel down below? Do I see anything like that?
You just see the dirt, but you do see that black mist, like you've seen before. Like kind of, there's just like a little vestige of it left. You guys have gloves. I'm not going to do the thing where you have to put gloves on. I mean, everybody has gloves with their armor. So
I was also gonna say, it looked like whatever was there got dragged through the wall. Is that what you were saying?
Well, what I was saying was you see drag marks towards the wall, but they stop like a foot from the wall, and then it's like whatever it was, like evaporated through the wall or something.
I'm going to investigate that area.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Remember, I'm still hulked out.
Right. So your sense of smell and everything is increased.
18.
Yeah, you feel like it feels like there's like just this like a force here, like something was here, or like some magic was used. Give me an Arcana check, actually. Elakar, you can't. Nix, is there anything you want to do, or are you still standing back seeing what they do?
I'm just watching them
because you can track as well. So if you want to
yeah, they look a lot more familiar with this sort of thing.
You're like, if you show me an antelope, I will hunt it down. But right now,
right,
it's out of my depth.
Yeah. I'm also like a little intrigued because I've never met them. So watching this
you want to see them work, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you want a straight roll or a roll with advantage?
You get a straight roll for this because this is like a new thing that you're not familiar with.
Because it says advantage on my thing.
I see you guys. Actually, I'll say you guys did it enough. You guys both get advantage. You've this has been the whole thing has been the shadow force. You can know a little bit about it.
I got a 16. I mean, it wouldn't.
What did you get, Elakar?
For Arcana?
Yeah, advantage. Right now.
Okay. Looks like a natural 20 for 22.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man,
very good.
You don't have combat to ruin all these great rolls later.
Yeah.
It's all going to be twos. You have this like sense of something was standing here. And I'll say with the nat 20, you get that same feeling that you were standing in the presence of your arch nemesis. Kaladin. You get that feeling you're like he was here, like you just.
So he was here.
Yeah, because you stood in his presence when he came back to Fort Garment, so you
right.
kind of familiar. You're like, like you can sense he was here.
All right, and I'll share that with the group. It's like, Kaladin was here. I can feel it.
Yeah.
And I don't see any sort of pathway in and out. It's clear that he probably teleported or something like that.
Yeah, like you don't. I mean, you guys know about magic, but you don't know about magic. If that makes any sense. I mean, you know enough if somebody's casting a spell, but you're not wizards. So, well, you kind of, you're not as
working on it.
As
yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I kind of share that. It's like, all right. So there's nothing left to. It looks like he came into this town. Got into the basement here through magical means, made probably one of those pylons, and caused the undead that were here. For some reason, they're friendly, and then took his shit and left. So we're on the right trail, and but we don't have any. I don't think there's any evidence here to continue investigating.
Everybody, give me a perception check. Nix, do you want to add anything to or say anything, or are you just listening, kind of taking it all in?
Just listening.
Okay.
19.
17.
Hey. Okay.
Just a regular one?
Yeah, just a regular perception.
4.
Yeah. Well, no, don't you get a bonus for perception? Because of your
advantage?
Whole advantage, yeah. I'll give you
12.
They're much better. 3 times as good, some would say. Even though I'm bad at math. You guys hear a distant scream. Like distant, and you guys also hear like distant swords hitting.
And I'm sure it's like right after I said, nothing here to see, nothing to see here, guys. Time to move on.
I still hulked out though. I'm like, no, I'm not playing that game.
Yeah.
And I'm still sitting there with my glowy swords, and I'm like, that's right. I'm just looking at.
I take off upstairs.
All right.
Look,
When you do, Mullen is running to the door, and you guys kind of all meet at the door. Nix, are you following? Or are you staying in the? Or do you want to check anything out?
I was going to say, as soon as I heard the scream, I took off running towards it because I'm a hero. So
We're all heroes, Nix. We're all heroes. You guys all get there, and when you get outside, Mullen's looking at you, and you could hear it to the north of where you are. And he goes, you see him just grab his horse and just take off down the trail to the north. I take it you guys all want to do the same, or is there anything you want to do before you take off, or?
If he took off running, I'm going in the same direction.
You are.
Yeah, but I'm hulked out, so I'm running.
You're right. Your horse just follows you.
Yeah.
Elikar, what did you say? Sorry.
I'm probably behind Nyx. What does Nyx do? Did he summon his dragon or what?
Well, it's already summoned Nyx. I'm going to say for flavor, since you said your dragon is like a cat, he's curled up in a ball by the door, just waiting for you, just laying down like a cat. And as soon as you come out, he like gets up, because he, like you said, he is a cat until he doesn't need to be a cat. So he obviously notices you need to be, ridden somewhere. So he gets up and is like at attention.
Yeah, and I think I would say that his personality, he can tell that I'm my senses are high. Right. So
if I read the rules right, his speed is your walking speed, so they can go a little bit faster than you, but you can still be pretty much right behind him. So because like draft horses go a little bit faster, obviously. But so you guys take off north to see what this is. As you guys are, making your way north, you go through these glades. I kind of changed the weather. You guys don't care. You hear like swords clashing and like battle basically. And as you approach, it's dark. I'm not gonna make you guys roll like perception, but you see here. You see a group of halflings with 2 dead horses and a cart knocked over right here. You see these halflings here, and they're being surrounded by undead. You see these hellhounds here, these weird, skeletons. You see those hybrid wolves that you fought before. Here's some more skeletons. And you guys see these weird horrors that you saw from the wanted bounty things that the other townfolk guy was drawing. You see them here.
Oh, what type of monsters are these? All different kinds of monsters?
Yeah.
So there's hellhounds here.
Hellhounds.
There's those weird hybrid wolves that you guys have fought before here.
Okay.
With the smoke him out. There's these undead skeletons here and here. And then there's 2 dead horses here. And then there's these weird horrors that you saw in that bulletin here and here.
Okay. I have a weird spell where it's like aberration, elementals, fays, fiends, and undead. I can like pick one and gain protection from. But they're undead and fiend.
Yes.
And aberrations.
Yes.
All three. Okay.
So you have to choose one like undead, and then you choose one that's undead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Exactly right.
Okay.
We're skipping.
So do you guys want to prepare, or are you just rushing right into combat?
Leroy.
Yeah, I think we're.
All right.
We're ready.
Everybody, roll initiative then.
Cool. I'm gonna drink a potion.
Oh, hang on.
Real quick. 2d4 plus 2.
So that, then you, then Jorgen, then
6.
Are you just gonna drive straight into combat here? Are you going to try to flank left or right, or are you going to go straight for the hellhounds right here?
Who you talking to?
Who are you talking to?
Everybody.
I am going to play range. So if you guys are gonna run in, I'm gonna stay back a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm running in. I just drank a potion,
Okay.
and I'm running in.
Jorgen, are you running in as well?
Oh yeah, I'm going in.
Okay, so I'd say you're right here.
I'm behind Jorgen.
So I'm going to say here. I'm going to say the hellhounds first, and then, yeah, okay, we'll do that first. Well, we'll do this guy right here because he's close. And hang on, let me.
This guy, the wolf guy.
The wolf guy, yeah, because they notice you. All right, it's your turn, Nix. So
Am I in bow range?
yeah, I mean, you're 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I mean, you're 20, 30. Depends on who you want to hit. If you want to hit this.
I mean, all of them are within your range.
Yeah, I mean, it's like 90. So you basically just pick a target.
So one of like the hellhound things.
Okay, the one here or the one here?
The one closest to me.
All right, roll.
And I want to do. Hold on. Can I do ensnaring strike with a arrow shot, or does that have to be a melee weapon?
I think it's with a. Let me check. I think it is with a.
Oh, sorry. I realize this thing is all of those creatures.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Wow.
Well, let me look at your character here.
That feels a little OP.
Hang on. You're doing ensnaring strike. Is your?
I just want to know if I can do that with a bow shot, or if that has to be.
You should be able to do it. Oh, is that a spell? Sorry. Oh
That's
yeah,
a
you have to cast it. Let me click on it here. Let's see.
This is next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack.
Oh
before
yeah,
the spell ends.
Yeah, you could do a bow attack. That's fine. A bow is a weapon. It doesn't say immediately. It's like any weapon attack. They're trying to do it for not like a spell, so you can't do like an ensnaring strike with a spell. But if you're using a weapon, you can do it with a weapon.
Okay, well I'm gonna cast ensnaring strike.
Okay. Oh, nice. On this hellhound right here.
Yep.
Cool. I don't think there's a. Yeah, there's no like saving throw. So, oh wait, hang on. A large creature's advantage. Oh, a strength saving throw or be restrained. He's got a crappy strength, so go ahead and roll to hit first. So the arrow hits him.
Do I click the piercing?
Yeah, click the piercing thing. Or not the piercing, but the.
Yeah, so 7.
Oh, 7. You rolled a hit with your arrow first, so it would be. You would hit your actions tab or whatever.
Yeah.
Where is it?
See first.
If you go to actions and you go to your and say like bow,
yeah, you click on that +6.
Click the hit.
Yeah, the +6.
Right, the hit box, yeah.
7.
You got a 7 to hit.
Oh, I gotcha. So did it? So did it hit? What's the?
With a 7.
I'm Suzu.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, you missed with that.
Okay.
They're not that hard, but they're above a 7. So
okay.
It is Elakar. It's your turn.
All right. I'm going to. Can I get to them distance-wise?
Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah.
There?
Yep, right there.
All right.
It's right at the end of your movement, so yeah, you could do it.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll in attacks.
Okay.
Yeah. So first set's going to be a 9 to hit, and then a 12 to hit.
You hit with the 12.
Hit with a 12.
So now you know what you have to get above a 7 next. Just letting you know.
Right.
You got to get the double digit.
Gotta be over a 9 too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be over a 9.
And then I have, it's been a little bit, hold on, Crimson Right, additional 1d6 damage, radiant damage. Does radiant damage do any additional?
To a hellhound, yes, it will.
Oh, okay.
I'll say this is vulnerable to it, so you basically double your damage.
Gotcha. So I guess first attack round is going to be 17 damage total. And then
it is dead.
It is dead. Okay. Can I reach that other one? No, that's the end of my movement.
No, that's the end of your turn. Yeah, you just had the end of your turn. You just had the end of your movement to get to him. So
yeah.
It is the other hellhound's turn. He was like kind of sitting back by the thing. He goes for you, and he's going to attempt to hit you. What's your AC again? Sorry, I don't have
19 right now with my while I'm singing my blade song.
He hits you for 10 points of damage.
Oh, dang it. All right.
He bites right into your leg. You're like, ugh. Oops, I didn't move it there. Oh, whoops, did I?
You completely
skipped you.
You skipped me.
I'll give you, okay. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong tile. I was looking at his tile and your turn order. By the way, if people watch this show, that will happen a couple of times. It seems to happen with Todd's characters. It's terrible. Anyway, go ahead, Todd. I'll give you 2 turns. Sorry, guys. I'll give him 2 actions. What do you want to do? You want to go to the skeleton?
No, I'm wolf guy.
Oh, you want to go for the wolf guy?
He's right here in front of me.
Oh, sorry. He was blocked on my screen by a cemetery tombstone. I was like, what are you talking about? Go ahead. You want to attack him? You're also hulked out, so it's like meeting your brother.
Yes.
Because this creature looks like you.
Yes. Alright, so 20.
Yeah, that hit. Was it a nat 20? Sorry.
No, it was a dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, you hit him. Roll for damage.
And then 12.
That hit.
Alright. Bam. 10.
What is your
40.
What is your right on your paws? I forget.
It is. Which one is it? The right. I think it was lightning damage.
Okay. All right.
So now 2d6. 30 points of damage.
Holy
jeez!
You just dig your claws into it, and like, how do you want to kill it? Actually, because looking at my notes, you have just killed it. So what do you want to do?
Its head's coming off.
So you
I basically come around, grab it from the front of his throat, and just fucking rip its head off.
Holy Shazbot. Okay, well, it's dead. That's cool. All right. I'll give you another attack since I skipped you. So the skeleton's right in front of you. You want to go for the skeleton?
Yeah, I want to hit the skeleton next.
All right.
Alright, so same.
You're just covered in blood from this thing.
14.
That hit the skeleton, yes.
And 16, so 9, 6,
15 together, all together.
and then
Oh yeah, because you're right.
11.
Yeah, like your claws like slashing this thing and it just explodes in a pile of bone. So we'll go there. The hellhound grabbed you. It is now your turn again, Nyx.
Alright, well now I'm feeling left out because these guys are killing things. So is that hellhound within my range?
Oh yeah, you can hit it. It's trying to take off Elikar's leg right now.
So I want to run up to it because I don't want to shoot towards him because I missed the last time. And I'm going to go with the dual short swords.
Okay. Roll. You get to roll twice.
Yeah.
That hit.
Oh, the second one, 10.
Okay. Yeah, roll for damage twice.
Okay. 6. 9.
Yeah, how do you want to kill it? How do you want to end
Oh,
this?
all right.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I just want to short swords, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So that head's also coming up.
Okay.
So it's like, yeah, it's like, stab it on each side of the neck with the short swords, and then like go down with it.
And like pop its head off like a daisy.
Yeah. Yep.
So, Elakar, are you feeling like someone's stealing from your playbook? Because I believe early in the campaign you did this to a character and held its head up on the short sword. So
I did.
yeah, so you're
Yeah.
like, hey man, this is my thing. Like,
But he didn't do a backflip over
that's right.
the
He
thing.
didn't- I didn't make him-
Yeah.
Not as flashy.
Not
I'm not as flash.
Yeah, he's a little bit more pragmatic about his kills. Okay, so I'm not going to make you guys roll initiative again, but because you killed these things, I'm going to go here and add this wolf sees you, this skeleton sees you, and one of these weird things that you saw the bulletin for sees you, and they... but I'll give you guys first blush at killing them. But I'll go to Elakar since you just killed something, Nix. It's Elakar.
I'm actually going to cast Protection from Evil on myself. It's a concentration. It lasts 10 minutes, and it gives anything that's aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiends, and undead will now have disadvantage on attack rolls against me.
Correct.
And they cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
And it lasts for 10 minutes, right? I'm sorry.
10 minutes, yeah.
So
yeah, 10 minutes.
combat.
That's
And
what
it's a concentration. So something could break my concentration
Sorry, what
if
was
they
it?
hit me.
I was saying that's one of our things, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's a wizard thing, actually.
Oh, because I have it too.
You son of...
Well, you're a cleric.
Oh, because you're a cleric. Yeah, clerics also get it. It's a magic-y thing. And that has to be my action.
I forgot about my blood curse.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
Puppet.
You killed a lot
Nothing.
of things, dude.
Yeah, nothing lives long enough for those things to...
Well, the fallen puppet does, because even if you kill it, it gets up and still attacks. You could rip its head off and still get up like a marionette and go attack.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah. Remember the other Todd did it in the game, the first whatever. So that is your turn casting that spell. Sorry. So you don't get it. But you could still move. Do you want to move up to one of these things? Because they still get disadvantage. So
I'm going to make sure I'm in range.
Here's the hook horror. Here's the other shadow wolf beast, and here is the yeah, it's just those two things it seems. So
I'm going to run back and right behind
Jorgen.
Right behind Jorgen. Yep.
Okay. All right. So that's Jorgen. It is your turn. I didn't skip you this time.
Okay, so
Oh, you're very excited.
Mr. Guy right here.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go 18
Yes.
and 24.
Yep, that definitely hit. Whoa.
So 16, and then bam, bam. Plus another 9.
All right. You
22, huh?
you hit him, and it took you like with your claws, you like dug your claws into his shoulder and you ripped his arm off. He is bleeding out of his arm, but it is his turn. So he's going to fight you at a disadvantage because he's bleeding, but he's still going to attempt to hit you.
Okay.
What's your AC? Sorry.
Hold on 1 second. Gotta get back to my sheet. My AC is 17.
Oh, right there. Hang on. 17. Okay. He's going to attempt to swipe at you. Once. It was going to be twice. And he has disadvantage, but you took one of his arms. Well, that would... Yeah, he missed. So it is now this other demon that you saw with the bladed hand. He comes right for you, Nyx. And he stops right at you, and he goes to swipe at you with his blade hands.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just looking at your AC really quick.
16.
Okay, 16. He gets 2 attacks, just to let you know.
Okay.
15 on the first one, he missed. 2 on the second one, he missed.
All right.
Nice.
It is your turn.
My turn. Well, he's standing right in front of me, so
Yeah, it kind of narrows your options. Well, I mean, you could leave, but, I don't...
good. So he's in range, though, so, right? So it should be short sword, Drake.
Oh, yeah, you with your bonus, actually. In fact, let me see if I could put it on the board so you could control him. I think I can give you... Some monsters you can't, at least the way I understand it, but I think... I don't know if there's... because there is dragon folk. Oh, wait, let me go to... I think there's just a dragon monstrous, maybe? Yeah, it's kind of limited, but let me... Whoa, okay. That's huge. But
My God.
But I can shrink them. Hang on.
Yeah.
Let's go to GM Tools and set size for 0.5. Nope, that's too small. Are you seeing them?
Yeah, I'm seeing him.
Shrunk.
Oh, he's 0.75.
1-to-1. That'd be good. 1-to-1, right?
Yeah, that's good. Right.
So there's your dragon.
I don't see him.
Oh, it's got to save to the board. It has to save it has to save too. But I'm gonna see if I can give it permission.
You can see it.
No. Now, see. So now you're control. I got to give you back to your guy. So let's do you first.
I can move them both.
Oh, you can? Okay, great.
Yeah.
Because it's just showing whoever you're clicking on. Cool. So short sword, and then what do you want to do? You have a dragon. So
yeah, so it's going to be short sword, bite.
Okay. Roll for a short sword.
Short sword, 13. Second short sword, 16.
The 16 hit. You hit once.
Okay, so damage for that one?
Yeah, damage for 1.
5.
Okay.
And then it says the melee bite is just hit plus 6, so do I just hit just a regular melee weapon attack again?
Just roll a d20 and then add 60.
Oh, okay.
Well, he uses your... just do a d20 plus 6. That'd be easier. Just do a custom
19?
roll.
It's 19.
Yeah, that hit. He does a bite
So
attack.
yeah, so that's 1d6 plus 3.
All right, yeah, so just do a custom roll again.
So 6 total.
Okay.
And then he also gets a 1d6 lightning damage.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
5.
Okay, I'll say this. As your Drake is latching down on this thing, lightning comes out of its mouth and pierces through the creature. But I'll say this much. I'm not going to make you roll. What you notice is your blades, although you stabbed him, it appears that your blades didn't pierce his skin, or this thing's skin.
Oh.
Stretchy?
What?
So do they do damage or not?
You did do damage, but it appears that it's less than it normally would be.
Okay.
It is now Elikar's turn.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is jump on top of this thing, and then jump on top of Jorgen and stab my blades into the thing in front of him.
All right, Mr. Marvel, here we go.
I hope you trip.
So, yeah, it falls on Jorgen. Man!
I'm going to use my acrobatics.
So what I need you to do is give me an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Just one.
And just so you know, because I have Blade Song, I get advantage on all acrobatics checks.
I think that's the only reason you picked it.
Pretty much, yeah, it really is. Oh my god. 14?
Okay, you succeed. And
Sweet.
you want to stab down on this thing, basically.
Just stab like I'm jumping on to him,
Mhm.
and I'm
Yep.
stabbing
Yep.
both down. Yep.
Okay.
And there'll be more. All right, here comes 13. The first hit, second hit, 22.
Oh my god.
The 22 hit,
Oh, all right, but not the 13.
not the 13. No.
Not the 13. All right, and let's do radiance damage. So that total does
9.
7 damage.
Yeah, but it's radiant is doubled because this thing has that black smoke out of it and everything.
Oh, it's a 9 damage.
So 9 damage. Yep. Your blades go into it and it just screams.
And I'll do a backflip off of him, and then plunge my second attack into the skeleton.
Oh, that was your first attack?
Yeah. So I hit with 2 blades. I have dual wielder.
But I got
Yeah, but you missed. Didn't you do 2 rapier rolls? You missed the first one.
Yeah, you missed on
Missed the
second-
first one.
Yeah, so you did your
Yeah,
first
but I
attack.
still get a.
Oh, you get a
I
second
still get an
attack.
extra. That's the way.
You get
Yeah,
multiple.
the way we have the dual wield, like you have 2 weapons instead of you attack with like a 2-hander, right? You attack once,
Right.
but if you attack with
But you get multi-attacks.
Yeah.
You have multiple attacks because you're over level 5, right? So you get
right, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
your first attack. Now is your second attack, right?
I'm just explaining we have a home rule,
Oh,
and the home rule is that if you have 2 1-hands, you can attack with 1 action with both of those 1-handed weapons,
Right.
and that's 1 attack. Yeah, and it's actually mathematically less than a 2-hander, so you're still at a disadvantage. Right, and then do a flip over that guy, and then I'm kind of landing into the skeleton, stabbing into the skeleton.
So you couldn't get to the skeleton with the amount of movement you have left, because you. Oh, hang on, let me measure. So you are here.
It was started here,
5, 10. Well, you leap in there.
5, 10,
Oh, okay,
and
yeah.
this
you
would be about
you just did
15.
at the end. Well, yeah, at 5
Yeah.
for the leap, I would say, because you did
Okay.
the leap.
20.
So-
All right.
So you did 9 to this one, and then
Uh-huh. And then second attack to the skeleton.
okay.
All right. First
Whoa.
24,
God.
and
Whatever that is, it's not showing up yet.
it's not showing up yet for me either.
Yeah, it's a skeleton. You hit it both times.
14.
Okay.
How do you want to kill this? I'm
Person.
not going to make you roll. It's a skeleton. It's got a shield and a sword. It doesn't have a lot of hit
I-
points. It's having a day. How do you?
I'm basically using it as like a double hammer fist down with my rapiers into its clavicles.
and just
you know.
blowing it apart.
I'm just exploding apart. So here's the how do I let me refresh the page here so it's I did 1 roll. Let's do the other roll. And then I have a 2d6s
Okay.
of radiant damage, which I guess we double, right?
Yeah, I mean,
So 8, so 16 plus whatever the heck that happened earlier.
29.
29. Yep.
okay. Well, while
Cool.
you're killing the skeleton, the Shadowhound is going to attempt to swipe at you, but he's at disadvantage because he only has 1 arm.
Is it still alive?
It's still alive?
I thought it was dead.
Oh no, yeah, you killed it. No, this one's still alive, but you ripped its arm off. It's bleeding to death, but it's.
And then I
So
did 9 damage.
first
and
attack,
it's-
yeah, the first attack didn't. 9 damage didn't kill it?
Right. It's not looking good. Oh wait, no, yeah, you're right. It's dead.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, I was
I
looking
mean,
at the
it
wrong
could
note.
still have more hit points. I didn't know.
I was like,
You
holy
stabbed
shit,
into
wait a
it.
minute.
That thing is strong.
Yeah. So, Jorgen, it is your turn. He just did this weird Marvel leaped out, went whatever, and he's just like a dancer right now, and he's singing. This is weird.
Yep, I'm singing.
Jorgen, what do you want to do?
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20.
And I didn't put the remains all over, but these halflings are kind of like spread out. But you see like zombie remains and skeletons around them, so they are actually taking out some of these creatures.
Okay.
It just gets
Not
really
too many
busy
of
if
them.
you keep probably about 8 or so. But it, like I said, it gets kind of busy with the minis if you put all that stuff up, like around them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's your turn, Jorgen. What do you want to do?
Well, I was looking to see what my range was. Because I was gonna do like Sacred Flame.
Oh yeah, well we could do this.
Do you not get increased range when you're like morphed?
No, I just didn't know what my range was. I had to click on my thing to see what my range was.
That's 20.
60
It's
feet.
25 feet to get to this skeleton. So is this who you're looking at? Is this skeleton straight off? Right.
No, I was looking at the creature over there by
So that's
Nick's.
6 times 5. That's 30. That's 30 feet. 35 feet. Right here.
Yeah, it's a 60-foot range.
Yeah. So there you go.
So I'm good.
Yeah, you're good. So you want to hit it with?
Or you could do Guiding Bolt.
It's your choice. Guiding Bolt. Sacred Flame. He has a Constitution check.
Dex 13.
Oh, he's got a Dex of 13 to try to.
It says.
Let me look. I'm looking too. I've used it enough in Baldur's Gate 3. I don't remember now. Because they always pass that Constitution check. I'm like, dang it. Guiding Bolt. Are you doing Guiding Bolt?
Well, Sacred Flame. It's a savings of 13. Guiding Bolt is just I hit. Or I don't hit.
Yeah, Guiding Bolt is you hit. Yeah. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna do.
I'll say above board if you're going for this blade creature. Well, yeah, you don't know actually. You don't know enough about these things. Go ahead. You got to make a ranged spell attack.
I'm gonna try the Sacred Flame.
Oh, so the smaller one, So Sacred Flame is actually a con check. Or Dexterity saving throw, I'm sorry. Dexterity saving throw. What's your spell save? It should be up here.
13.
Oh, 13? So he's just got to roll above a 13? All right.
Yeah.
And he saved. So what does your Guiding Bolt look like when you summon it?
My Guiding Bolt?
Or sorry, your Sacred Flame. What does your Sacred Flame look like when you summon it?
I'm guessing a flame.
Okay. Like, is it pure white energy? Like, it comes...
It just says, flame-like radiance descends on a creature that you can see within range. The target must succeed the dexterity savings throw or take the 2d8 damage.
It's like a sliver of daylight.
Yeah. You see it hit him, and it looks like it doesn't even phase him.
Okay.
It's your turn though, and it's his turn. The Blade Demon. He's gonna attempt to attack you again, Nyx. He attempts to slash you. 16.
Okay, AC 16.
Tiger's an offender. So
okay.
And he misses. So he misses.
Nice.
He missed you twice. So it is now your turn. Go imagine that.
Yeah, so we're going short sword, bite again.
Okay.
So first short sword is 21.
That hit.
Second one is 23.
That hit.
So 6 damage. 5.
Okay.
Let's go. 26. God. Fucking 1.
Okay. 1. All right. Your blade hits him, and he shrieks, but you don't see any puncture wound on him. But it's your dragon's turn, right?
No, that's my dragon missed.
And he has extra attack.
Yeah, you should be attacking again. So you get to do
Oh,
that
really?
again. Yeah, just
So
you were again.
Yeah, so our house rules again, it's if you have a one-handed sword in each hand, both of those together is just one attack.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But see, the thing is too. But you're a ranger that is above level 5, so you get two attacks if you're attacking. So just like Elikar's been doing, where he does 2 rolls for 1 for each sword, and then does it again. So it's 4 rolls. You should be doing that as well. So
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
yeah, because you get extra.
So then 21,
That hit.
17,
Those both hit.
6, so 12, an additional 12.
Holy crap.
And let's see what the dragon's got. The dragon's got 19.
That hit. With the bite, he's just doing the bite.
Yeah, the bite. So D6 plus 3. So 4. And then it's the D6 for like 5. So 9.
All right. What happens? So electricity just starts coursing through this thing's body. What does your dragon do as he's killing this thing? Your drake, I should say.
He's electrocuting the shit out of it.
Just holding it down and watching this thing pops like a water.
Yeah, it's like if it was a person, the skin would start to like sear, right? But I don't know what this does with the skin. So
Right. Well, this thing's skin is very tough, so like you just see it turn into like jerky, and your drake just drops it on the ground, and it's like smoking.
nice.
And it's dead. So with that, so what's happening is this skeleton sees you guys, and wow, you guys have really killed a lot of things.
Add more things.
And this add more things, and this other blade creature turns around. I thought there was one more creature.
It looks like there's something over on the side, kind of close to where Nyx is.
Oh.
So where that wagon is, if you go forwards, it looks like there's a creature right there. I don't know
Yeah,
what that
there's
is.
one
Right here?
here.
No. Come to the wagon. Now go straight ahead. No. Go straight ahead to your right.
This way?
Over. No. Come back a little bit. Okay, now come down. Stop. Go to your right. Right there. Hold on.
Nope, there's nothing there. Yeah, I don't see nothing.
Oh, maybe it was just a shadow.
There's shrubs and stuff right here. I don't know if you saw. Maybe
It might have been a shadow.
I thought this tree was a leg, but it's just a tree. So,
Okay.
I see one hook horror and one skeleton left.
Yes.
However, there could be a bunch of stuff that comes out from the bushes. Saying.
like I want to kill everything. So this hook horror is really pissed off. He killed his friend, and so what he's going to do is use all of his movement to move this way. But
The dash action.
and then he uses a dash action. So he's right here, but he cannot take an action. So that's him. And this skeleton just walks towards you, Elikar, and that's like right at the end of his movement. And he is going to attack you with his single sword.
Nice. And he's an undead, so he'll have disadvantage.
Correct. So and he gets 1 attack. So he better get 2.
That's it?
Yeah, he's a skeleton.
Huh.
What do you want out of him? Like,
That's true. He is a
that
skeleton.
guy's a manager. He's got 2. Like, what? He's I don't know. What is he? He's got 2 attacks. Yeah. Does a 10 hit?
No.
Okay. Well, he missed it.
Cool.
So this blade demon move, that was his turn. It is your turn again, Nyx, and this guy's right in front of you because he used all of his movement to move towards you. Are you muted, Nyx?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I am.
Oh,
All right. So I'm gonna go 19,
Okay.
18,
Both those hit.
4. So 13 for the first round.
Okay. All together.
Yeah, 13 total for the first round.
Okay.
And the dragon only gets 1 bite though, right? Or does the dragon get to bite twice?
It should say. I think he only gets 1 bite on his.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
And then the second round is 24.
Yep.
15.
Yeah, 24 and 15 both hit.
Okay. So it'll be an additional 11.
Okay.
And then the dragon's going to bite. Oh. The dragon gets a 1.
Because you were stabbing it, the dragon attempted to like bite it, and its shoulder kind of went out of the way.
Okay.
So it is Elikar, it's your turn.
Did he do his second attack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm killing the skeleton, hopefully.
I really hope so.
I'm going to do a twirl and just kind of
God. Okay. All right.
get it to the
Right,
and just like this action
like a spin.
like a spin. Yeah. All right. Do you want me to do acrobatics?
No, because you're right next to it. If you were leaping,
all right.
or something.
17 for both.
Yep, that hit it. How would you like to explode the skeleton?
I would like to like hit it a couple times, like in the head area, and just kind of.
Oh, like beat its head in with your blade or something?
No, just like it goes like like on a lawnmower.
Save the head for me. I need something to drink out of.
All right, so I'm just
because he's spinning. He's just all the bones are just flying everywhere.
Right.
so
Yeah.
and it just flies off, but it's just very.
Jorgen, I'll say, luckily, since his big body is in the way. Well, actually, you're bigger than him, but since his body is in the way, none of the bones hit you, but bones are flying all over the place. He's very messy with this kill.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Like a weed whacker.
Yeah.
Like a weed whacker to grass. It's just.
Do you?
And
Are you keeping the head for Jorgen?
yeah, I'll kind of just catch it and kind of lob it his way
All right.
as I'm running towards the hook horror. I don't know it's and I have an extra attack, but is that for one monster? Or is that like...
I don't know.
You didn't move.
I think
you can still move and attack.
Yeah, I look to move. Oh, I can't click my character. Oh, weird.
Maybe try reloading it.
Anyway, can you move me over to the right?
Oh, wait. Oh, you know what it is. Whoops. Okay, it's doing initiative mode for some reason. Why is it doing that? No. No.
30 feet.
It did some weird thing where it's... Okay, there we go. What about now? Can you move your guy now?
Okay, 6 is 30. Alright.
You wanna move right to him?
Yep, and then use my other attack on him.
Alright, roll.
That's alright. Django 25, goddamn.
Yes.
And 15.
Using your short swords?
My rapiers.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. Your rapiers. So yeah, the 25 hits. And the
15?
Yeah, that hits too.
Oh, okay. Alright. Cool. Rolling damage. And 2 radiant damage. That's 14 plus 4 radiant damage. If it's doubled, then 8. Right?
24. What,
so 22?
No, 22.
22 total? That's it.
How do you... So what you notice is you're hitting with your sword. That doesn't do anything, but the radiant damage is burning it. So even though your blade isn't piercing its skin, when the radiant damage hits from your sword, it leaves like a burn mark on him. And you've done so much with the radiant damage. How would you like to kill this blade horror?
So when I ran up onto it, I just kind of stabbed it right into the midsection, and it, I'm assuming, just kind of like has a little glowy of daylight coming out of it, and then just kind of it just like falls over slowly, like, and curls up like a spider, like.
Wow. Okay.
Just died like it got sprayed with Raid.
Oh, I accidentally
killed the wrong character.
I killed your Drake. I'll bring it back. Hang on. I'll bring him back. I'll bring back your dragon. I apologize. There he is.
He got bigger.
Yeah, he got enraged that he was. Boom, 1-1. There you go. And I'll give him permission. Boom. There you go. Should be able to move both of them now. Yeah. So it's dead. So you see that these the halflings are kind of like bringing themselves together, and you see them all kind of like make they look at you and then they kind of like nod, but they go back to like putting stuff on their cart. And everybody give me a perception check. Oh, I can't.
Natural 20.
Oh,
wow. Really? I don't know what's going on with today's rules. They are just phenomenal.
17.
You burn them all. You guys see in the wagon, they all make their way back to the wagon. There is a lot of oh wow. There is a lot of musical instruments. You have your dragon roll upon him. Hey guys. Ah! So I'm gonna say Nix, now that you're out of combat, what is your dragon doing? Is he uninterested in what's going on? Is he gonna go lay in the sun with his belly up, or what is he doing?
Yeah, he's gonna go get some water.
Okay. He like goes to the whatever and drinks some water. Little cat like whatever. You guys notice as these halflings come back, there's 2 dead horses, by the way, if you want to know. One of them, his name is Jimmy, and the other name is Ricky. The horses have unfortunately passed away. So, you know, pour one out for the horses of the caravan. But the halflings are picking up a lot of musical instruments and clothing. And their caravan, even though they don't have a very good caravan mini, was like one of those like actual carts with glass on it, you know, and you see them packing stuff up. And one of them comes up to you and he goes to shake your hand. He goes up to you, Jorgen, or Jorgen, how tall are you? Sorry.
6'3".
How tall were you, Nix?
6'5".
Okay, he goes up to you, Nix, because you're the tallest one. And he goes to shake your hand. He's like, "Thank you so much."
What kind of halflings are they?
They appear to
Are they like
they're all
Elwins?
They appear all to be like bards, like traveling, you know, whatever. And he says, "My name's Reed," and he like shakes your hand. And the other people just start, you know, packing up the cart and everything. He's like, "Damnedest thing."
Yeah, so I would ask like where they're headed or where they're coming from.
Oh,
why they're here.
Before we were waylaid, and you see them all like packing stuff up and checking, and they're like, they like don't have, you know, they're looking at the horses. They're like, and so they start unpacking the cart and like, you know, making makeshift backpacks. Reed's like, "Well, before we had this terrible waylay, we were actually on our way to a town called Hillock. Have you guys heard of it? We have a show to do there. We got hired by the family who runs the town. Yeah, we of course got ambushed. These things came out of nowhere."
Oh,
Look, wasn't that the town we were just at?
yeah.
Is that right? Yep.
Yep.
I'll be like, well.
Have you heard about Hillock lately?
Like, yeah, and like as you say that, like one of the other guys comes up from behind him. By the way, Reed has black short hair, and this woman comes up. She goes, "Oh, hello. Yes, I'm Lydia. Yeah, we have heard of it. We've been there several times." She like hands you like it's on the same contract paper that like the monster contracts were written, but it has like a contract for them to go play at Hillock, but it was dated a month ago.
We just want to give you a little information on Hillock.
You're going to have an amazing time. Just go and enjoy the scene. Like, don't even, don't let this slow you down.
Is that you say that to him?
Yeah, I say that.
Okay.
I don't know if Jorgen continues afterward.
I was like, Don't be alarmed.
What?
They are all undead.
Oh,
But they're nice undead.
and you hear one of the like halflings that's loading the cart. He says, "Do you think there's still pay?"
It's
Probably.
possible.
Yeah. We rolled through there and talked to
We
them.
were actually, when you guys started screaming, that's where we were at. We were talking to them.
They're totally chill.
Okay, and like they all kind of look at each other, and you see the woman that handed you the thing. She goes, "A gig's a gig. You just play the gig." And they all shrug and they grab their instruments and they're like making makeshift backpacks to hold their extra gear. You know, they have like a trunk of clothing and everything. You see them all pick up like lutes and things like that. Like, well, a gig's a gig, I guess. And then they're like,
Yeah, no kidding, because this is our gig, and I'm afraid we have to charge something for it.
you see like Reed stand up. He's like, "I'm sorry."
So yeah, this whole thing, us coming saving your butts, isn't free. I gotta feed my horsey, and all that good stuff too.
Dragons gotta eat.
Dragons gotta eat. So it's one of y'all's, or I put my palm out.
You see them all. You see them all like do the huddle, and you hear them whispering. Do you guys want to roll? Actually, Jorgen, because if you're hulked out still, you could roll an advantage to hear what they're saying if you want.
What would I roll?
Perception with advantage. Nix, are you doing anything while they're talking? Are you
21.
I mean, I am just staring at them in disbelief because I am, just
like you're charging.
Surprised that they're charging them.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, this is our job. So.
This is how we make a living. I don't know.
This is how we make a living. Yeah, they might sing songs,
I don't know.
but we kill monsters.
Ranger Town, but this is what we do here.
Well, I mean, I'm part of the Crown's Guard, so my whole background is like protecting people. So.
Yeah, and you get a stipend or a paycheck basically every month, right? So
yeah,
people like, hey, the hustle. You're not used to the hustle, basically.
Right.
Yeah. We're essentially private contractors, so yeah. We
I love this idea of Elakar explaining like the gig economy too. So like, listen, it's rough on the streets, man. I got.
You notice I didn't say anything. I was just like,
I feel you. I'm not here to try to take everything off their back. I'm just trying to charge a fair amount for the work performed, and they're all still alive. And how much is that worth?
I did get a 21, Joe. I'm just like.
Oh, you got a 21?
Yeah.
They're basically like, they're arguing amongst each other and all the whispering. I'm not going to do 6 different whispers, but they're arguing like, should we go to Hillock? What if we go somewhere else? And like, well, they're still going to want money either way. Like we would have died, and they're kind of going back and forth. And then you see one of them as they're whispering, he pokes his head out of, the crowd and looks at you guys, like really squints.
And I assume he's still in his beast form, and I still have my fiery swords in hand.
Yes.
We're just kind of looking at
over the pond getting water. Yes.
Yeah.
What happens is you see him like squint at you, and then he goes back in the crowd, and you hear him murmuring. And I'm not going to make you roll again, Jorgen, but he says they're with the order, and they're like, "What? What about the other contract? The one?" And you hear some rustling of papers, and they go, "Oh." Interesting. And then you see them break, and they all break, and you see Reed come up to you, and he kind of puffs his chest out, but you're 2 times his size, and he goes up to you, Elakar, and he's like, you drive a hard bargain, and are you gonna? He's like, but here's the deal. I've dealt with a lot of difficult people, being a bard and such, a busker, but a gig is a gig, and we actually have a gig for maybe a place and he presents you with another contract to play at Velakeep for the Winters Festival that they have.
Oh, nice.
And he's like, so maybe we could trade. I mean, You are from Velakeep, right?
Yes.
No.
Wait, no? Wait, or not? I think I am, right?
Oh no.
I have notes somewhere.
I see what Jorgen's doing. I see what he's doing. He's like, no.
I'm not from Velakeep. We are working with Velakeep, but I am
yes.
from my own keep.
And you see them go, well, you did do us a service, but, you know, we are traveling buskers. We don't have a lot of money. And you see them all, like, look, and
Nope.
they bring, like, 5 silver. And he's like, this is all we have.
All right.
How bad does the horse look?
They're both dead. Right?
Yeah, both their horses are dead.
I mean, I understand they're dead, but there is horse meat.
Oh, yeah, see, I'm not going to make you roll. Just looking at the corpses, you can see that the undead have eaten off them. So,
Oh shit! Never mind.
it's one of those things where you're like, I don't know if I want to.
I'm like,
oh, you what?
you know,
Oh, you're thinking of it.
how about you just sing us a song?
Or teach me how to sing. Teach me how to use my little instrument.
They're like,
And I have a lute.
you see, like he has the money out, like he's going to hand it to you. And as soon as Jorgen says, why don't you sing us a song? It is legerdemain. The coins twirl back in his wrist. They go back in his pocket like a magic trick. He's like, of course. And they all like stand in a line and they sing you guys a song. I'm going to do a performance check.
We get inspiration.
Yeah, everybody does get a point of inspiration.
Sweet.
Do you, Nix, do you know how that works?
I just clicked on inspiration.
Yes. So, but
Oh, so inspiration is So if you
So
miss
can
your
we
check,
take a
you get a second.
yeah, thank you.
can we take a short
Yeah, thank you, Baldur's Gate, for teaching us the mechanics of some things of D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have a point of inspiration.
so we'll take a short rest while they're singing at us and we're just listening?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to
Okay.
do like a 15-minute short rest. I'm not going to do the hour thing. So you guys can all, if you get spells back, I don't know, particularly your class, sometimes you get them after a short rest and stuff like that. When they finish, you guys get the inspiration. Reed bows. You guys actually had a good time. And as they're packing up, their gear, they already got these packs, whatever, squared away. They're bringing them, put them on their bag and everything. He says, "Truth be told," and he points to this door here, and he says, "I would stay away from that door, but I don't want to tell you how to do your job. You guys have a good day." And they take
I'm going straight to the door.
they go down the path. I'm not going to remove their minis, but they basically, well, I'll kill them. Hang on. So they basically walk down the path. Hopefully, don't kill the horse, because they leave the horses.
30, 10 plus 30.
I killed one of the horses. Well, you guys get it.
6.
All right. Do you guys go to the door?
Yes.
I'm not going to make you roll any kind of like intuition, because you guys all have passive insight. You guys feel that cold coming from the door. Like you put your hand on the door, and even through your gloves, you can feel that it is like sub freezing temperatures. Like very, not, but like just cold.
Okay. Should we just go through? All right, I think we should go in.
All right. You fling open the door, and as you do, hopefully I didn't screw this up. Hang on.
Is Jorgen still beast mode?
I am still in beast mode.
Oh, okay. My swords are still glowy.
How long does that last?
But I'm not singing anymore. That's so long.
It's active until we
Put
put
them
them
away.
away.
Yeah.
So like,
Oh,
if I
that's
go
why you
back
can't
into-
let go of them if you let go of your
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, if I let go of my swords, it spell fades.
So as you open the door, you see another one of those. As you guys are kind of like in the doorway, you see another one of those. It's only purple here because it's the only color that's available, but it is a floating black crystal like you've seen before at Fort Garment, and it is pulsating like inside with like almost like black light electricity, and you see smoke coming down off it. It looks very active. More active than you've seen other crystals. And the closer you go in the room, the colder and colder it gets, you know?
I feel like I should send my Drake up to it instead of just walking.
Oh, yeah, you could do... Well, okay, yeah. You tell it to go... You tell your Drake to approach it.
Yeah.
You see them do the cat thing of go, and it's like... it looks back at you, and then it goes up to it. It sniffs it, and you see just a little bit of electricity hit its nose, and your Drake runs back out the door to you, and like goes behind you almost like a dog. Doesn't do any damage. It's just more aesthetic. I'm not going to take any damage off your Drake.
Can I hand Jorgen one of my bombs?
Yeah, you can hand Jorgen one of your bombs.
I'm going to hand Jorgen one of my bombs.
You're like, oh, you want to move your... Oh, I got to move your guy. That's right, because you can't move your guy for some reason. So, You guys are all standing at the doorway here. Did I maybe not give you permission? Maybe that was me. Maybe.
Oh, no, I got it.
Okay.
Yep, I'm good.
Maybe I clicked on something in it. Okay, so you hand Jorgen one of your bombs.
Uh-huh.
You're like, there you
And
go.
I'm throwing it.
Are you going to throw
And I just kind of gesture my head into the
Remember,
thing.
you got the alchemist fire as well.
Oh, yeah.
Dude. He
pair
handed
them
me the
together.
bomb, so I'm gonna.
Right, but I'm saying like to detonate the bomb, you know, if you want to throw both of them, you don't want to walk in the thing. I don't know if you want to walk up to it or not, you know.
Yeah, you can add an alchemist fire.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, do it.
I got
Alright,
some.
so-
Go ahead.
What do you want? What do I need to do?
Just chuck them at the crystal.
No, I get that, but I'm asking Joe what I need. You know.
Oh, it's just a thrown weapon attack. So just a D20 plus your, I would say, do a custom roll of like a D20 plus your dexterity.
Yep. Do you have good dexterity?
Probably should have asked him before you handed him the bomb.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
16.
16? Yeah, you land, it lands right, the bomb lands right in front of it.
All right.
You gonna do alchemist fire?
Oh yeah, I thought I'd put them together and.
Or? You're making it like a sticky bomb. Like once it hits, it'll detonate. Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
I have a sticky pine tar for that sort of thing.
Oh yeah, you could do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just roll. What does your bomb do, and then roll for the alchemist fire and the bomb.
Okay, I'll roll the bomb.
And then yeah.
So 3d6 fire.
So 1d4 fire damage.
Mine's 3d6. 6 damage of explosion.
Okay, and 1 fire damage.
The crystal just explodes in pieces. Can everybody roll a Constitution saving throw for me?
Oof.
16.
10.
3.
You want to do a con save. You got a con check. It should be on the left-hand side of your sheet.
Where it says savings throw.
1.
You got a
Okay.
1.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Jorgen, Elikar, you guys saved. Nick,
Got 10.
you take. Nix, you take 10 points of damage. Everybody else takes 5 points of damage, and you're blown back 5 feet from where you're standing. Your dragon. How many hit points does your dragon have?
You could use your saving throw. You could use your inspiration to roll another saving throw if you want.
Yeah, if you want, or you could save it.
I'm just going to save it. It's 45.
Okay.
Dragon.
Your dragon, like once he gets knocked back, he like goes behind one of the bushes.
Wait, how did I?
Yeah, the closest bush, he just goes there and hides, like a little scaredy.
He's like, no.
He's like, yeah. Once everything like the dust settles, you guys see this kind of black light electricity kind of arcing through what's remaining of the stones. And the whole floor, this whole area here on the floor there's just electricity all over the floor. So it's, a hazard.
Gotcha. Okay. Can I just pick up a rock and cast light on the rock and then throw it all the way? Can we see in very well up to the
Yeah,
full?
with all that black light electricity, there's like a low level light coming from the room.
Oh, okay.
Or it doesn't have a roof on it.
Yeah, that too. But it is like I said when you got here, I didn't change the the exposure.
It's dark, but there's still sun.
Yeah.
Or there's still moonlight.
Yeah, there's still some moonlight, so you can still see.
Gotcha. I'd say I'm just talking to the group. Why don't we wait a little bit for this electricity to go down, and then we'll investigate.
Yeah, you guys are like picking yourself off the ground from the force explosion or whatever. And how long do you want to wait?
Discount Jorgen.
Yeah.
Until it just dissipates. I don't know, like.
You wait about 10 minutes and it starts to dissipate. But do you guys want to pick it up or anything, or pick up any pieces, or what do you? Like I said, it looks like they're dormant now. Like it's been about 10 minutes and everything. The electricity goes away from the floors. You don't see any more of that smoke. That's gone as well.
I can throw a couple in my bag with the other ones that I got from the native town.
Yeah, you want to do that? Collect some of them.
Yeah, I'll collect some of them.
And I just want to look around the area, see if there's any other clues, treasure chests, or whatever. I don't know.
Jorgen, the moment you go in and pick up one of the stones, you hear like a crack of lightning. It's almost time to when you pick up the first stone, and you have gloves. You don't take damage, but as you're holding it in your hand, you hear a crack of lightning, and you guys feel like above you, like a shadow pass over.
I look up.
I look up.
You see, even though there's clouds in the sky and stuff like that, you do see the shape of what was. You guys released the dragon. You know the shape of it. It's that Shadowfell dragon is overhead.
Bitch.
It doesn't.
We don't have anything to keep that thing on the ground, do we? I'm asking Jorgen.
Fuck. Let me see. I know I got some rope. But
Nix,
I'll ask Nix too. It's like, hey Nix, you have a dragon. How do you get those things into the ground?
My dragon does what he wants. For me, if I need to, I can just unsummon him if I need it back to me.
No, there's a dragon up there, and we need it down here to murder it.
Let's see what we got.
Dummy. Yeah, what are you duh?
shit. I got a hammer.
I got rope and arrows.
You see the dragon flying straight north of where you are.
Straight north.
So it basically just flew overhead and it's going straight. Actually, Nix, can you give me a survival check?
North it is.
Survive. 20.
That's straight. That's straight to Fort Garment.
Oh, back from where we came, huh?
Well, it's north of. Yeah, that's your ultimate goal, but yes, it's north of where you are now.
So back to Garment we go. Hey, where's our other guy at?
Oh, Mullen.
Yeah, where did he go?
Okay, so I forgot about him. But as your dragon got hit with the force concussion and goes back to the bush, he knocks Mullen out of one of the bushes. And he's like, "No, oh, that was close." He's trying to play it off. He's gonna give a performance check, and he really screwed up. You guys, with your passive insight, he kind of chickened out a little bit.
All right, well, go ahead and loot all these bodies, and bring it to us. We're going to be going to Fort that place up there. Undergarment.
Okay.
Or garment.
Garment, yeah.
So you guys loot the corpses. Do you want to keep any of the vis or anything off the the blade horrors that you fought? I mean, the skeletons are pretty standard fare. Jorgen, do you want to keep any of the shadow wolf hybrid things you found?
I mean, we don't have anything to put them in.
Well, I'll say because of your profession, you have a couple pouches and stuff. I'm not going to make you, put 20 pouches. I'll just see you have something. If
I can't shove it. I can't shove a whole wolf in a pouch.
No, but if you want to keep a part of it or something, I don't know, an eye or something like that.
I pull out like its canines.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can put that in a bag. Nix, do you want anything?
I feel like I want, because we don't know what those blade demon things are, right?
Right.
Like
are you taking any from? Are you guys going over there? Because those are the new things you guys.
Yeah.
Of course, we're getting something from them.
I feel like we should take an arm because they've got like the blade thing sticking out.
Yeah. We'll take the hooks, and then their skin was kind of interesting. I'll try to skin off kind of quickly some bit of hide if possible. Right. I don't know how much time that would take.
To expedite everything, what I'll say is because you fought him and you realized the radiant damage actually did damage to them, you actually have to use the, because you never let go of your swords. You have to use radiant damage to cut off their arms or at least parts of the blades and rip them out. Your blades do very little damage to them. So it's almost like cauterizing, their arm off or whatever, like a lightsaber almost, because
gotcha.
the regular piercing damage. Give me both you and everybody give me an Arcana check. The Blood Hunters can give it to me with advantage.
12.
20.
Holy crap.
30.
19.
32.
So what the two Blood Hunters realize is these things are resistant to blades. So you have to use bludgeoning or spells or something like that. Regular blades won't do.
You can't hack these. You got to beat them up.
You realize through fighting them that you could still fight them, but it would be a long, protracted fight. They're just taking less damage the whole time while you're trying to stab them, and they don't care.
That curse of exposure would have worked on these guys.
Yeah, would have. Well, now you know that.
Well, I know.
So you see it, and you're I'm cursing your ass.
Crowbar and a hammer in my pack.
Yeah, or if you have a warhammer, any kind of weapon that does bludgeoning damage, piercing, slashing, all that kind of stuff, they're resistant to. So, and sometimes they can grapple you with their blades, which is incredibly unfortunate. But you killed them very quickly, and they weren't able to do that. So, yeah. So you guys are on your. Is there anything else?
These blood hunters were impressed. Prowess.
Oh, that's what you tell them. Yeah.
Oh, nice. It's very good. Very good.
It's our job.
It's good fun times. It's our job. Yeah.
Mondays.
I'll take Baggins and I'll make sure everyone gets a mug of ale.
Yeah.
Yep.
Post-action.
Are you guys gonna hastily go towards Fort Garment, or are you just gonna take a long rest and stuff like that?
I'm good with either.
I mean, you guys didn't take that much damage.
Yeah, I feel like
we took a short rest.
Potion.
Yeah, you took a short rest.
I think we could all. I think we could all take a potion and be fine.
I mean, short rest you can restore. You should be able to. I'm full health.
Yeah, you can restore.
Short rest.
On my short rest, I didn't get anything.
How do I use a potion?
If you click on short rest, you should have these little boxes that you can click, and it says hit die 1d10 plus 3. So I clicked 2, so I did 2d10 plus 6, I guess. And I did one wizard one, which is just meh.
Sorry, Nix, what was your question?
How do I...
Oh, you cut off at the end. How do you what?
Use a potion?
It should be in your inventory and you can click on it. Or you just remove it and then do a custom roll for healing and just remove the potion from your inventory. So if you
that's what we...
Yeah, it's now here's the deal. Since you guys are taking a rest, you can burn the potion, but what I'll say is you're not really taking an action, so you just get the full effects of healing because it's like between, whatever. You're not under stress or duress. You're literally just at camp sharing a beer and a potion, so you're not in the middle of combat.
Okay, what does the potion get? It's a potion of greater healing.
Oh, you want to do the potion of greater healing? Yeah, the same thing. What is that? 44 plus something?
It's 44 plus 4, but we took a short rest. You should be able to full
So I took the damage after the short rest.
Oh yeah, because you hit the concussion.
Oh yeah. You should save your greater healing. Just take a couple of the smaller health potions, which will be the same.
Yeah, it's 1d4 plus 4, right?
I don't even have any small health.
It's 2d4 plus 2 for the regular heal.
Yeah, and I'll give you full effects because you're resting, you're not under stress, and you're not in combat. So what, 10?
So that's 10 hit points per potion. Yeah.
Oh, so then I'm back.
You just got to take one, or you got to take two?
I'm gonna take one.
Okay, yeah, you're good then.
Yeah. And it's just the normal health potion. You don't have to.
The potion of healing, not the greater one. Just do the potion.
Yeah,
the greater ones are great if you're in combat and you're about to die, and you take one of that, and you can survive the next hit because you have.
And I'm doing the house rule that Baldur's Gate does, and I've heard a lot of D&D people, like, again, with potions, if you do it as a bonus action, you have to roll. So, like in combat, if you take a bonus action, you have to roll for the effects of the potion. If you take your full action, you get the full effects of the potion. But that still will take away your action even in combat. So,
that's right.
So just if you guys know in combat, if you pop a potion, again, the bonus, because the full effects is great, but that, you can, as an action, you can either take a potion or attack. And then once you attack, you get multiple attacks, just like casting a spell is an action. And I believe there's something else with spells I have to read about. That's one thing I'm a little unclear about. I think if you cast a leveled spell, then the only thing you can do as a bonus action is a cantrip. But I have to read about that because I'm unsure. I don't know if that's a house rule or really in the books because people talked about it being.
That would be a house rule. There are certain spells that can be cast as a bonus action, but they say
like Misty Step and stuff like that. Yeah.
Like I have one that's a bonus action, which is Expeditious Retreat, but it states casting time 1 bonus action.
And then also, doesn't Expeditious Retreat not provoke opportunity attack, and you literally just run away quickly? Or
you're running
Expeditious Retreat.
Expeditious Retreat. Yeah, you move too quickly to incur an attack of opportunity.
That's great.
Which is cool, and then it doubles your movement speed, which is using that bonus action.
You're going to Fort Garment, you're racing there as quickly as possible. I'll actually read on the speedier Drake. I think they'd have to slow up a bit, but I don't know. Anyway, you guys are all racing towards there. So that's where we'll leave it for the next session.